our first Victory Bengals Nation of the week. Our guys on Monday night in the white stripes got a win over the LA Rams. And big thanks to the defensive effort from our weekly hosts. Let's welcome out Mike Hilton and DJ Reader. Different vibe when it's a victory week, isn't it?
It's a little bit better, right?
I love the energy. All
right, I know nobody was panicking. It was the first 2 weeks of the season. Get that first win under your belt, Mike. That had to feel pretty good on Monday night.
Yeah, it was big. The hardest thing in the league is getting that first win. And for us to get it, that confidence is back, our morale is high, and we're ready to get it rolling Sunday.
Yeah, man, we definitely needed that weight off our shoulders. And, we were scratching the claw and finally got it done, so it feels good.
All right, DJ, we got to talk about your sack. I swear, the seas parted and you just appeared in that. Yeah, let him hear it. That was a big moment in that game. They had just gotten into the red zone. Take me through it. What'd you see? What happened?
Oh, man, the guys made a good play getting him out of bounds. I think Nick got him out of bounds, made him step out of the 5. And then the next play, we had big personnel in. I got a chance to rush. Good coverage on the back end. He had to hold the ball a little bit, and I've been able to get to him, man. But it was timely. We needed it, and I was happy to be able to help us out.
All right, I know you guys, when you make big defensive plays, you like to celebrate. I know, Mike, you said you weren't out there for it. I was looking for you, DJ. Was that the cha-cha slide you did after Logan Wilson's?
I wasn't in the end zone. BJ and them were in the end zone, but that was the cha-cha slide. We do a good job on a Friday as a choreograph what we got going on. We try to speak it into existence, the turnovers. We plan on getting ourselves a lot of turnovers this year, so we got a lot of chances playing for y'all.
That was going to be my next question. That's a choreograph. You guys actually practice all that?
Every Friday. It's a part of our practice. That's how we end our Friday is we don't leave until we got our celebration turnover.
So who's the ringleader of that? Who chooses the song? Who chooses the dance?
Who really comes up with the idea throughout the week?
Yeah, it's a group effort. It's a group effort. Everybody gets their hands in, and, we all get a vote. We see who gets right, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so is it a secret? Can you tell us what you got planned this week?
Nah, we don't. See, that's the thing. It takes a whole week till Friday to come up with it, so we wouldn't be able to tell you right now.
Okay, the masterminds are still at work, folks. Tune in on Sunday to see what they got. Nashville, a tough place for a lot of teams. The Titans are a good team. Mike, what's it like? You guys have played there before, but getting that road environment.
Oh, it'd be big for us. We love going on the road and having our backs against the wall and the crowd against us is what we thrive off of. So knowing we're going down to Nashville, it's going to be another big matchup for us, and we'll be ready.
And fond memories of that playoff run to the Super Bowl, right?
Oh, yeah,
man. Love Nashville, man.
All right, let's check in with the head coach, Zac Taylor, after that big win over the Rams.
First win of the season. I know no one was panicking. It was only the first 2 weeks, but that had to feel pretty good getting the primetime win on Monday night.
Yeah, it's good just to get that winning feeling back. And like I said, in our post-game press conference, when the lights come on at Paycor Stadium, we expect our guys to be ready for it. I know our fans are ready for it, and it feels like we always walk out of there with a win, which is pretty true over the last 3 years.
Take me through the atmosphere. You had the whiteout, you had the ruler of the jungles, the Ring of Honor, and all that. Could you feel that kind of energy down on the field?
Absolutely, could. A lot of great former players, former coaches. It was a great atmosphere. Great to see all those faces in there having a good time, and glad that we were able to get a win for all those people in attendance.
The game started a little slow, but it seemed like the defense really stepped up and kind of made a statement, and everyone else kind of followed through as it went.
Yeah, the offense was sluggish in the first half, not up to our standard. Defense held serve there and only gave up 6 points, which allowed us to get into a rhythm in the second half and build on a lead. And so proud of the way this team entirely played in the second half, but I thought our defense played a great game altogether.
What is that like for the offensive guys on the sideline when you see the defense teeing off 6 sacks and it looked like Stafford couldn't take the ball without having a Bengal in his face?
Yeah, you feed off that momentum that they've created for you, whether it's the turnovers, whether it's a sack. And so, again, you just got to capitalize on that momentum, especially in a home game, and that's what we did in the second half.
There were a lot of big-time performances, I thought, all over, but Dax Hill really stood out, at least to me, as a young guy. He had a sack, couple tackles for a loss. And how have you seen him kind of evolve as the couple weeks have gone by now as a full-time starter?
Yeah, playing faster. So he had 2 pressures. He had a TFL and he had a sack on the 2 pressures. That for the most part he was good in coverage. So again, he's starting to play faster. It's starting to slow down for him, and he's able to use athleticism, which is one of his best traits.
And Logan Wilson, 2 interceptions. You don't usually see that out of a linebacker, but he was all over the field as well.
Yeah, he was. Logan's always make a really strong impression on the other team's offense, and I think yesterday was no different.
Offensively, the second half, it seemed like things got going. I know Joe was hobbled a lot of the week, didn't get a lot of practice. What does that say about his toughness that he was able to go out there and put that kind of performance out?
Yeah, it's not something we can take for granted. You know, anytime a guy is struggling through an injury like that and he's willing to go out there and put his health on the line to help the team win, which he did, is critical, and that's why he's our quarterback.
For our first time out here on Bengals Nation, when we return, the guys are joined by this week's guest, rookie safety Jordan Battle.
Today we got another real special guest, third round pick straight out of Alabama. Y'all give a loud warm welcome to Jordan Battle.
Yes, sir. My God, my God, my God, my God, my God. There you go. All right. Oh. Yeah. What's up, buddy? Oh, I got my hand out of you. There we go.
My fault.
What's up, JB? What's up, man?
Hey, I'm having fun, man. You know, it's been fun ever since I stepped down in Cincinnati. It's been fun. These guys welcomed me with open arms. And ever since then, the locker room has been fun. I think I've established myself as probably one of the funniest guys in the locker room already. So it's been fun, man. Can't complain.
All right. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Tell me, where are you from? Where's Jordan Battle from? Tell me a little bit about Jordan Battle.
Yeah, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Been playing football my whole life, running track, playing basketball. I grew up a dad's son. I played with him my whole life. He coached me. My mom taking the stats. So I got a good sports background. Went to high school at St. Thomas Aquinas, a powerhouse football school in South Florida. From there, went to the University of Alabama, Roll Tide. I know we may have some Michigan, Ohio State fans in here, but Roll Tide.
You're 3 games into your rookie year, man. So just explain that feeling. Like, how's this experience been for you?
Yeah, it's been a fun experience. First game, I actually I don't think nobody saw me, but I shedded a tear of joy. Just the fact that I made it this far. Not many from where I come from make it this far, and just being kind of that hometown hero. I cried the first game, but it was a good first game. We didn't, obviously we didn't get the win that we wanted. We got our first win on Monday, and God knows it felt great.
Hey, Monday Night Football, big deal.
The whole world watching.
It's a big deal. The whole world watching. You know what's going on. We came out to the light show, came back out at halftime, the light show. I know emotions was high. How'd you feel out there?
Yeah, emotions was definitely high. Me personally, I didn't know it could get that loud in the NFL stadium. Coming
jungle, baby. They got
jungle, man.
Yeah,
they gonna turn it up for them.
Y'all definitely set the record straight on Monday.
Well, good, JB, man. We appreciate you coming on with us, man. We're going to go out Sunday and take care of business, get a big win down in Nashville, man.
You already know it.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, now we look forward to the Tennessee Titans and a guy you know pretty well, Ryan Tannehill, looking at you on the other sideline. It's a unique relationship, knowing him from college to Miami. What's it like when you see him out there in an opposing uniform?
Yeah, I always have so much respect for Ryan. I was with him for 8 years of his career. Can remember every throw he had over those 8 years, and so had some great wins together, some great memories. Always enjoyed coaching him in the room, and happy for the career that he's established for himself in the NFL.
The Titans themselves, Mike Vrabel, you're an offensive guy. He's a defensive guy. Can you see the Titans kind of take the identity of Vrabel, of what he was as a player with the Patriots?
Yeah, this defense plays with a ton of toughness. They're very, very fundamentally sound. Everybody attacks the ball. They do a great job, not giving you any explosive plays. They take a lot of pride in that, and so. Again, they're a physical, tough defense that makes you earn every inch.
Derrick Henry kind of embodies that, though, on the other side. Is he one of the more difficult or the most difficult guy to prepare for at the running back spot just because of the physicality he brings?
Yeah, once he gets going, he's tough to bring down. And I think our guys have really taken a lot of pride in winning some one-on-one tackles when they've had against him in the past. I can think of DBs, Cheeto, Mike Hilton, guys that have taken him down one-on-one just because they get themselves all worked up, and they know that that's a big task, and they take great pride in it. It's been good to see from our defense over the years.
Offensively, they got a new weapon as well, DeAndre Hopkins, who has bounced around a little bit, but even 10-plus years in the league, he's still a matchup nightmare out there. What do you see out of him in this offense?
Yeah, he's a good player, and he's got some of the best hands in the game, big hands. Does a great job on the contested catches down the field. So somebody got to be aware of at all times.
Bengaltizers, sponsored by Cinsoy.
Hey everybody, it's Josh Dean and Dave Fulcher here with another episode of Bengaltizers with Sam from Cinsoy. Now last week we had some delicious Korean street tacos, a dish best served cold for the revenge on the Rams, which we got. Now we're heading into a week with the Tennessee Titans. What do you got for us this week?
So this week we've got some fried chicken, but we did something a little bit different. We marinated this fried chicken in our miso paste, buttermilk, some of that soy sauce, salt, so you get that tangy, umami, crunchy. Who doesn't love fried chicken? Only made better with miso.
Wow.
All right.
Man, fried chicken. Come on, guys. Fried chicken. Come on now. It's either fried chicken or fried chicken.
That's my thing.
Now is this hot, like a Nashville hot chicken, or like what's the heat level on this?
I didn't want to blow you guys out on this, but you can definitely pair this with our chili crisp. Throw a little honey in there. It should be warm, but it won't blow out your taste buds today. A little bit of spices, all that good stuff.
Oh my God.
And of
So
course,
good.
all the ingredients came from Kroger.
And you know what? I'm going to have to call my mama back in California and tell her, Mom, you need to make your fried chicken like this, because this guy's got it going on. What I like about the chicken, though, man, not too many chickens, when people make them, are tender.
Yeah.
This is really, really tender, man. They need to get the recipe.
I got you.
There you go. Got to give it to them, man. This is really good.
Check them out on social media, get a good recipe, and of course you can pick it up right here at Kroger. Join us next week for another episode of Bengaltizers here on Bengals Nation.
Good stuff.
I'm
Good
taking
stuff.
this.
When we come back, Zac Taylor hits the Telestrator to see what went right in the Monday night win against the Rams.
Coach Taylor's Breakdown, sponsored by Wendy's.
First one here is going to be an interception early in the game, and what you can see is it's a cover 2 replacement fire zone, and so you're going to see the pressure come here by the safety, Nick Scott, and you're going to see everybody else getting cover 2. So we got a cloud corner, half field safety, half field corner, and then we're going to play the cloud down here. And what Logan Wilson does a great job of is he opens to the passing strength. There's 2 receivers down here. There's a receiver and a tight end up top. He's going to open to the passing strength, which is those 2 receivers, but once he sees he's not threatened vertically, he's going to flip his hips and get back involved and go get that interception. So really well done by Logan Wilson right there. Great pressure by Trey Hendrickson, great pressure by Nick Scott, and creates the tough throw there, and Logan does a great job getting his hands underneath it and picking it off. You're going to see that same pressure we ran earlier on Logan's first interception. He's going to get the same look here. So again, we're getting in cover 2, half field corner there. We got the flat player, and then again now Jermaine's the Tampa Mike, and he's just the hook player over here. But again, Mike Hilton is the one you're going to see on the end zone copy. If you watch Mike Hilton blitzing off the edge here, he's going to get his hand on this ball, and so does a great job tipping it, deflecting it. We always say tips and overthrows, we got to get those, and so we did a great job on this tip ball, and then gets up and runs for an extra 2 yards before he goes back down. But that was critical. We won the turnover battle 2-1. And you win by 3 points, and when you play good teams in this league, that's usually what it comes down to. So that was great to see. And then you're going to look at another sack. This is critical because really the way we started playing this game, we were up 2 scores, 19-9. They hadn't scored a touchdown all game. Our last drive on offense, we got conservative just to bleed some clock off. We knew we needed this clock to run under 2 minutes, and they were going to have to kick an onside kick to get in this game. So this sack right here really puts them right up against the 2-minute warning, and was a huge, huge play by Sam Hubbard in the defense. So it's good coverage on the back end. Great job by Miles Murphy and Sam Hubbard creating that opportunity right there, working in tandem. So that was awesome stuff to see. Then you go over to the offense side of the ball, and there's some productive stuff we did in this game here. So this is 2nd and 10. T. Higgins just going to run a 5-yard under route. Again, they were playing over the top of us. They do not want us to go vertical down here to T, so they're going to play very soft. They're going to safety help over the top. So T's going to run a 5-yard under and catch this thing and try to run out the back door for the first down. So that was huge on a 2nd and 10 to get us back on track there, and really good protection by the O-line. Then you're going to look at this run. We call this 37 power load. Okay, so it's just a gap scheme. We're going to pull the guard. We're getting a triple here by the left tackle and the tight end, doing a good job working up to the backside backer. Okay, the pulling guard's pulling for 50 here. Okay, so again, it's just helps create some movement there. Joe Mixon does a great job pressing it, putting his foot in the ground and cutting on the backside and getting us our first touchdown of the game. So that was big momentum right there to take that 4-point lead, and we really needed that at that point. And then you're going to look at a naked here. So again, just some window dressing here. We're going to wide motion the tight end. Always hoping to get Donald to slide down to a shade. And then you're going to see just a fake can. We're going to fake the toss, and you're going to see what this does on this fake toss action to all these guys. They're all pursuing, ready for the toss. By Jamar taking an inside release, it allows Witherspoon's eyes to come in the backfield thinking it's a toss. The safety thinks it's a toss. So now Jamar is able to pop out to this zone here versus cover 2 and hit that throw and carry this play for a week now, and so this was the right time to dial it up. So you can see 97 hell-bent on thinking Joe's not going to keep the ball with his calf. You're going to see all these guys flow really hard over the top. Aaron Donald trying to make a play there as well, and Jamar makes that catch for the explosive and almost pulled out of that thing for a touchdown. That would have been nice. Then you look at this 3rd and 9, again, a critical situation. We need to get points on the board to go up 2 possessions here. So it's 3rd and 9. This is a play we talked about on the sidelines for a couple drives. Had called it a couple times and checked out of it, and now we got the look we wanted. So it can appear like 2-man. They're going to end up playing 11 lurk, where that safety's going to come down, the other safety's going to go in the middle, but bottom line is we're running what we call an attacker versus man coverage, and so Tanner Hudson's going to go out here and create a little bit of a rub for TB on the one-step slant, and there's going to be a big void versus a 5-man rush. This is the perfect coverage to run this against, but now you can see TB is still 5 yards short of the stick, so he's going to have to make one miss and get another 7 yards after the catch, and that was a big time conversion that led to 3 points, gave us a 2-score lead, and enabled us to go win this game. So again, great job with the protection up front, 5-on-5. Great job getting the check we talked about with Burrow. Great job executing by Tanner Hudson and Tyler Boyd, and a big time conversion on 3rd and 9 right there.
When we return, Zac is back to give us his keys to a win down in Nash Vegas.
This is my glory.
Game day matchup sponsored by Gold Star.
When you talk about facing the Tennessee Titans in any kind of matchup for a victory, it goes back to King Henry. They call him King Henry for a reason, because since the Heisman Trophy winner came to the NFL, he's been putting out highlight reel plays basically from his rookie season. This Tennessee offense runs through the running game. It's their identity. It's what they base their passing attack off of. But if you can get King Henry early and not let him go off into the secondary, you may just give yourself a chance to beat Tennessee, something that not a lot of people have been able to do. The Bengals defense knows all too well. Stop him, hit him early, and get the behemoth running back on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the elite backs in this league, and I think you always kind of welcome that challenge because it kind of gives you the opportunity to show what you're up against. And I have the utmost respect for him and what he's done in this league for a long time. I don't know, 8 years I think he's been in the league, and so he's a heck of a back for sure. I think the biggest thing that, I mean, you see the lies, his stiff arm. It's a mean stiff arm, and so when you're in the open field, you have to understand what he's going to try and do and how he's going to try to stiff arm you, and so you just got to find a way to bring him down.
Keys to the game, sponsored by Kia.
All right, Zac, you're hitting the road this week. What must the Bengals do to get a win down in Nashville?
Well, the field position is going to be critical, and so again, we got to be mindful with some of the plays we call and how our defense plays and special teams play, and I think ultimately that's what these games come down to when you got a really physical, tough team you're playing against that can run the ball. You got to do a great job winning the field position battle.
Join us in person 6:30 at the Kroger OTR Eatery in downtown Cincinnati every week for Bengals Nation.
Now, Jordan, you're new to the team, obviously a rookie. Mike, what was your first impression when you first met Jordan Battle over here?
Oh, man, I was excited about him. Me being an SEC guy, I've always stayed in tune, and I've obviously watched and played against Bama, so I already knew what type of ball player he was, and I knew he would come in immediately and help us out, and, he's been doing that well for us.
DJ, I know the Bama guys are everywhere. You have a history with Bama, playing Bama. Mike, you also have a history playing against Bama. What's your impression of Bama guys when they come in the league?
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of them. They live by the same principles I live by when it comes to playing football. So, I'm a fan. They work hard. They try to do their thing right. Now, some of them, they be very high on some of them, and I'm not so high on some of them. But most of them, for the most part, they do a good job.
Spoiled. Every Bama player I meet It's real spoiled, seems like.
Not true.
I don't know, JB. Y'all seem, I know a lot of y'all, and y'all are real spoiled.
I'm not in that conversation.
I don't even think they put their own weights on at Alabama. Like the weights on the rack. I don't think.
Oh, you mean like we don't take the weight
y'all
off
don't
ourselves?
take the weights off yourself?
Oh, no. We
That's
got
crazy.
people that do that for us.
That's crazy.
But that's not spoiled, though.
Y'all don't have nobody taking off the weights?
No, we have people that take off the weights for us.
Next question.
You see the reactions. I think that's a little spoiled. But now you guys are going up against one of the bigger Bama guys over the last several years, Derrick Henry. Jordan, you've never played against him. DJ and Mike have. What advice do you have for Mr. Battle if he finds himself with some Bama on Bama crime there?
Get him before he gets started. Once he get those shoulders north and south, he's a problem. So get him before he gets started.
Yeah, you got to get him before he get going, and if he get going, be prepared to chop on that stiff arm. Don't end up on ESPN top 10 and just add to the list of outside guys.
Yeah, but I think Bama has a history of running backs with great stiff arms. One being who I did play with, Najee Harris. So I think I got good practice with breaking the stiff arm.
Famous last words, right?
We'll see.
Pray for him.
All right, Lou Anarumo or Nick Saban, who's harder when they yell at you? Who goes off a little more?
You said Coach Lou or Coach Saban?
Lou or Coach Saban?
I would say equal. I said they're very equal. You know.
I don't know about that.
It all comes down to the impression you make. You know, you have to be that. You have to be a certain type of player. You know, for these coaches, you know, you have to be a guy who's gonna lead on and off the field. You got to be a guy who's gonna work hard. You got to be a guy who's gonna come in, you go pay attention, and they only got to correct you once, and then you won't make that mistake again. So it all depends on what you do. You know, obviously they both yell. They're both tough on you, but that's something I grew up with. My dad was tough on me my whole life, so I'm immune to it, and I you know I could adjust very well to any coach.
Mike, you're a little surprised at that answer.
I was. I don't know Nick Saban personally, but I would think it would be Nick Saban. So that's why I was surprised when he said they were equal.
DJ's still shaking his head.
I don't know the man personally, but from what I see, I'll just tell you, I'm going to keep it 100. Ain't no way. That man mean. He a rattlesnake mean. Hey, that sucker mean.
Yeah, maybe I was being a little too lenient.
All right, well, hopefully no yelling Sunday in Nashville against the Titans. We thank everybody for coming out to another episode of Bengals Nation, sponsored by Wendy's and Nehemiah Manufacturing.